Hey guys, it's Nicholas here from upgradeToLife.com and welcome to this quote of the week video. And with that, let's just dive right into the quote from Neville Goddard. So what he said is that, are you willing to believe that you can go beyond what your reason and senses dictate? You do not have to limit your power of belief to what your reasonable mind dictates right now. The choice and its limitations are entirely up to you, for all things exist in the human imagination, and it is from your imagination that your belief stems. If you go beyond the dictates of reason, it must be via your imagination, and since all things now exist there, you can at any moment go beyond what your reason and senses dictate. So this quote has a lot to do with the video that I did previously, which was called How to Believe in Your Desire, how to believe in your manifestation, how to really believe that it's possible, and how to believe that you already have it, that you already are. So check out the video I did called How to Actually Believe in Your Manifestation and in Your Desire. And this quote also describes it, right? Because the belief in your desire can't come from the current level that you're at right now. Right? You can't solve a problem from the state it created it. You can't try to believe in a manifestation if right now everything tells you that it is not possible, that it's not there yet. You can only start to believe it when you outgrow your current level of beliefs by imagining that you already are, that you already have it. And then this belief of that unseen experience will bring you, then this experience of this unseen reality will bring you to the level of actually believing that it is possible. But now let us talk about this quote, okay? So Neville is asking us a question here. First of all, are you even willing to believe that there is more? That there is more than just what your reason and senses dictate? Right? Are you willing to go beyond your reason, beyond your senses? And ask yourself that. Like, what would you do if you could go beyond your senses and you say, okay, this is what my senses show me, but also I can be this, I can assume this, I can imagine this, I can dwell on this state, even though there is no proof of it yet. And if you are willing to do that, then you are a huge step closer towards life mastery, towards manifesting your desires, because that is necessary, right? Your mind is a tool, but your mind is very limited when it comes to, what it can believe. But via your imagination, via this higher, deeper power, via the power of your awareness, also a book title from Neville Goddard, you can tune into something that is currently for your mind unbelievable and not even real, not even there, not even possible. So you do not have to limit your power of belief to what your reasonable mind dictates, to what now is in front of you. And the choice and its limitation is entirely up to you, for all things exist in the human imagination, and it is from your imagination that your belief stems. Right? Meaning you can change your beliefs by imagining that you are someone else, that something else is now true in your life. And in the video that I linked previously, where I talk about how to really believe in your desire, we came to the conclusion that if you never did something, you never experienced something in your senses and your mind has no reason to believe it, then don't try to force the mind. Don't try to convince the mind. It is bound to the senses. It will only believe when it can touch something, smell something, see something. But if you go beyond the mind, beyond what reason and your senses dictate, and you assume a state, you dwell on an invisible state, on an invisible reality, you really feel yourself into it, you imagine what it would be like, you take any tool that resonates with you to tune into that state, then your beliefs will change. So if you right now never earned more than what you're currently earning, then you have not really a reason to believe that more 10x of that what you currently make per month is possible. But if you go in your imagination in a state where you do make 10x of what you currently make, at some point you can even make that natural, and then this is your new level of beliefs, that this is the new amount that I'm making, and then this is what you will actually manifest. So you can change your beliefs via your imagination. And if you go beyond dictates of reason, it must be via your imagination. But again, alone the fact that you can go beyond your senses and imagine something that is currently not here yet, that fact alone means that there is something more than what your mind currently presents to you, than what currently the circumstances present to you. And here's the key part, really the key part, don't miss this, because he says, and since all things now exist there, where? In your imagination, within your awareness, within your consciousness, right now, Everything, all things exist right now within you, within your imagination. You can right now imagine yourself to have and be anything. It's just that it feels maybe very unnatural first, because it's from all of this past condition, from all of the old circumstances or the current circumstances, but everything exists, creation is finished, everything exists, and it exists within you, and you're moving internally into new states, right? You are traveling through states. Right now. Everything exists right now, not in the past, not in the future. These are mind, thought, constructs, imaginative constructs, like past and future. But if you experience that, when are you experiencing that past and future? When you think back right now on what you did yesterday, and you kind of imagine again on when you did something that is still happening right now, right here. Same with the future, with several future outcomes that you can shift into. That is all right now, right here within yourself available, and you tune into it. Right? You can consciously make changes by consciously internally moving into new states. So therefore, you can at any moment go beyond what your reason and senses dictate. So no matter what currently is happening in your life, what circumstances are currently triggering you and you don't like them, you could take your attention away from the outward focused attention and focus your attention subjectively on a state that you wish to experience, that you want to be in. And then over time, you will manifest that if you remain there. Okay, so this was a reminder again, connected to the video I did called How to Believe in Your Desire. And you can totally start to believe in your desire, but like Neville said, it must be via your imagination. And don't be confused by that. That doesn't mean that you need to visualize scenes, that you need to hear congratulations. Also, if you use this technique called I remember when, or if you eavesdrop, hearing two people speak about you, or if you say, oh, I remember when I was this, when I didn't have this in my life, now I have it. These are all tools to now make alive within yourself the mood, the state that it is yours, that it is done, that it is accomplished, that you have it, that you are it. And then your world, as a mirror, can mirror it back to you, right? But what everything comes down to, if I would have to condense Neville's teachings, it is a internal realignment, right? You can't longer stay in the same state you're at right now, because in that same state you don't have your desires, you don't have the solution. So, but if you internally align yourself with the state that has the solution, that has the desired outcome, then this is what is going to reflect back next in this game of life, in this mirror of life. So that's it for this week's quote. For me, it was very important to again remind you that there is more than what your senses and reasoning mind right now dictates. If you currently see everything, your circumstances, and you have your conditioning, and then you want something else, and you think, oh, is that really possible? Can I really have this? No. But based from your current belief level, based from your current state, it is not. And you can't force it there. You can't achieve it there. But if you change your beliefs, if you do internal movement, if you shift via your imagination, via scenes, via congratulations that you hear, little imaginative acts that you experience that imply to you the end, if you do that, then your beliefs will change and will result in new circumstances, right? And in this other video that I mentioned previously, I explained this also a little bit on more detail. So that's it. Speak to you in the next one. Bye, guys.